3 years later, when the 2008 election was happening, Chris and I reconnected. There's something different about this man. He's a man of integrity, a man who loved God, who loved his country, was a true man. Chris stole my heart, and 2 months later we were engaged. Everyone was very confused. Nobody thought Chris was getting married ever, and nobody thought I would get married until I was older as well. We're both very independent. So we're definitely perfect for each other. He's definitely the love of my life and my hero as well. 2 months before Chris and I were engaged, Chris joined the Oklahoma National Guard with hopes of being an Army sniper. Wanted to serve his country, wanted to do his duty, wanted to protect the nation that he loved more than anything. Chris did excellent throughout his Army career, got selected to go to sniper school, passed the top of his class. They often joke that he would have competitions with his instructors. They would go back and forth, trying to beat each other until it started a grass fire. Chris passed sniper school with 98% accuracy, went on to be an Army sniper, and was excited for his first deployment in 2011. June 26, 2011 came around. It was the night I said goodbye to Chris. We were in Pensacola yesterday. It was a little close to home. I said bye to Chris in Orange Beach, Alabama. He grew up down there and he moved out of it was Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So we went down to Orange Beach, spent a lot of time fishing. The last night we had together, we stayed up all night in the pier, caught a bunch of fish. Next day I said bye to him, and he was kind of like a little kid on Christmas morning. Some people don't get that at all, but those of you that have served, have trained so hard, and are ready to do their jobs will totally understand what I'm talking about. He obviously knew that I was the last thing before him finally going over there, and it was hard for him to say bye, but he was ready to finally get over there. I can honestly tell you with everything that's within me and with all my heart, Chris and I had no question he was coming home. Chris was the best of the best, the guy that everyone knew he'd be fine. And if anything happened to him, they all knew that they were in big trouble. Chris owned his own private security company, was a professional paid sponsored shooter in the civilian world. He even went to a match in Oklahoma called the Governor's 20. Went to the Sergeant Major's match first. There's two categories. One is novice and one is veteran. Chris was a novice. It was his first time. He beat everyone. He was the first novice ever to go and beat all the veterans. And they were just like, who is this kid? So he ended up getting the top award in the state called the Charles Hadler Award. Trained a guy the next year who got it as well. That's what kind of guy Chris was. Very good at what he did. September 9, 2011, I went to Walmart, was really excited to get Chris a birthday package. Wanted to make him laugh a little bit. I remember there was a little bag in there that Miley Cyrus on it, Hannah Montana. Thought he'd get a laugh out of that. And I was going to make him cakes in a jar. I didn't really know how to make those and get them over to Afghanistan so they'd be fresh, so I had another military wife over that was going to help me. I got a knock at the door at 8 p.m. And I remember making a joke to her and saying, ha ha ha, we love knocks at the door. I walked to the door and there they were. You know, as a military wife with your husband deployed, you know if they come to your door in uniform, your husband's gone. And he had been killed. Little did I know that Chris, when I talked to him 2 days earlier, that it would be the last time that I would ever talk to him on this earth. As I stood there in awe that my Superman had been killed, I couldn't believe that this man loved me enough to give me his everything, to serve his country, and to lay down his life for me. You know, there's a depth of love that many of you will never get to experience, that I've got to experience at a very young age. The love when the love of your life can't love you back, and they can't tell you they love you anymore, when there's no response back, but you can show them with everything that's within you, the unselfish love. Chris loved me and trusted me enough in his most vulnerable time when he's not here to remember him, to tell the country about the valiant warrior he was, and to defend this nation that he gave everything for. And I'm damn well up to that challenge.